Late to Barbenheimer, I realize, but better late than never. I will say this, Nolan, you finally won me back. I wasn't too impressed with Interstellar, Dunkirk, and Tenet, but after 10 years, you finally got my attention back aimed at you. Exceptional job with your latest project. For someone who knew little about the subject and the behind the scenes matter regarding the creator of the atomic bomb, the film did marvelous at presenting. Right off the bat, I'll say the movie is pretty heavy in dialogue. There isn't a whole lot of silence or breaks. Accompanied with the 3 hour runtime, I can safely say this film was not meant for everyone. As for me, however, it wasn't bothersome. In fact, it greatly enhances the emotional fires that course through from beginning to end. One felt the anxiety, pressure, panics, nervousness, and sheer tension running through every character in the movie, especially with the film taking place in one of, if not the most stressful times from the 20th century. Those high emotions bring forth excellent emotional resonance from the solid cast who brings forth solid performances, most notably, of course, Cillian Murphy, who played Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer's journey was filled with hardships and understandable challenges. This is a character where one can sympathize and root for and wanting to get his dream to be a reality. In addition, be a character where one can sympathize and feel sorry for the reality that he was fighting for to a T from the start, and continuing from there, feeling sorry and rooting for at the same time when trying to prevent his work from being over centralized. It was an emotional roller coaster. I love the scenes where it showcases the anxiety and stress eating away at his psyche. As mentioned before, the cast is truly solid with A-listers bringing forth great performances all around. There isn't really dull moments for me, as the dialogue was quite engaging and intriguing, whether it is learning and building the atom bomb itself, or the overwhelming process of going through bureaucracy or red tape, or witnessing the seediness and despicableness that are countries that fail to see the big picture of what they have right in front of their eyes. Cinematography, editing, and sound are handled beautifully. It's not like in Tenet, where the music is so blaring it overloads the dialogue where one can hear it. In this film, one can hear and truly be immersed. The best in this case is the countdown for the bomb test. I felt my heart beat and blood pressure rise until the inevitable explosion. I couldn't breathe as I was just like Oppenheimer, watching with terror and awe, only to be brought back to reality once the explosion shockwave came through and blasted loudly through the theater speakers. Actions have consequences, whether good or bad. One should always think about the ramifications before finalizing. This notion is talked about throughout and is brought forth in the final scene with a haunting discussion between Oppenheimer and Einstein. Dangers must be avoided at all cost. Actions need to be taken accordingly, the good ones. Only then our current state of living will be rest assured. A phenomenal film from a director I wish I liked more in the past 10 years, but I can safely say, since the Dark Knight trilogy, Nolan has won my respect for him. His previous entries have been more style over substance, but this latest entry is a happy balance between the two. Highly recommend this biopic as it's truly one of the best films out right now. I guess I'll say too that I'm looking forward to what Nolan has in store next. I'm always interested, but balance out style and substance to keep me a happy camper.